number one beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll return it. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it in that play.
Hands it off. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The back on the option, the give. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
But how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had. On the opening drive of the game, he is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shakes off the defender.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's...
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the single back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense is sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right now.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Bohannon. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Unloads quickly. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Let's go! The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? An SEC clash and an impressive showing. It could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes one man miss.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Carney. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Hokies are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass.
Sprinting away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
At the 44-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down to possession.
Turning it on! He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, NC State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 17 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability...
Breaks away in the middle. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Number 12, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to take off. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's open on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Here's a heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bohannon. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT. The first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th...
He's got it. 1st down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's Bohannon. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Inside the 50. At the 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Going with the counter play here. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Hokies! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to change this route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He slings it deep to the left. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Running through contact. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The give as they work on that clock. Inside the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he puts through the extra point.
63, NC State 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions again.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll run the counter. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close.